Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to share a few thoughts with you about the technological singularity and what I consider to be the best meaning of that term. Now, to many people, this term means many different concepts. I think the way in which I understand it is consistent with the original use of the term by the great mathematician John von Neumann, who essentially conceived of the singularity as a kind of event horizon, where technology changes so rapidly, so dramatically, that a person living prior to the singularity cannot foresee what the world would look like in its aftermath. So with that definition, it seems to me that we have already had at least 3 technological singularities throughout human history. One of them is, of course, the agricultural revolution, which transformed hunter-gatherer tribes into dwellers of civilized settlements. The next one was the Industrial Revolution that began circa 1750 and accelerated throughout the late 18th and 19th centuries. And the third one was the Information Revolution that was brought to us by the advent of computers and the exponential growth in computing power ever since the 1940s. So these 3 singularities, as I understand them, created discontinuities in the nature of human society. For instance, a hunter-gatherer living circa 20,000 BC would not have been able to anticipate what the city-states of Greece would have looked like. Now, on the other hand, Aristotle, living within the city-states of Greece, would probably have been able to anticipate what the Italian city-states during the Renaissance looked like. It was still within the same broad paradigm. Now, could Aristotle have anticipated what Victorian-era England looked like? Probably not. Now, somebody living in Victorian-era England would probably have been able to anticipate the world of the 1930s. Would he have been able to anticipate the world of the 1980s or of the internet boom during the 1990s? Probably not. Now, on the other hand, somebody living in the 1960s, say Gordon Moore, the famous progenitor of Moore's Law, would probably have been able to anticipate the internet age. So then the question becomes, what is the next technological singularity? It's not quite the singularity, but rather the next one that we will hopefully experience. And I see it not as any one technological breakthrough, but as a convergence of technological breakthroughs in a variety of areas. One, of course, would be the growth of artificial intelligence. That's the set of technologies that are commonly referenced in discussions of the singularity. But I don't see that as the only set of technologies. Another one would be nanotechnology, the ability to manipulate matter at a very small scale. Another extremely important one would be biotechnology, advances in our understanding of living organisms and of our own bodies, hopefully our ability to extend our lifespans indefinitely, which would be the greatest paradigm shift of all, not only in human history, but I would say in the history of all life and in the entire history of existence thus far. So can we, living today, really anticipate what the world is going to be like in the aftermath of all of these technological breakthroughs acting in combination with one another? And while we can certainly speculate and hypothesize, and the best of us might have some good ideas, good inklings of what that world would look like, just as perhaps Leonardo da Vinci, with some of his sketches, some of his concepts for inventions, had an idea of what an industrial and a post-industrial world would look like, we have nowhere near the complete picture. Even the best of us do not. One important insight that I would like to communicate, though, is I think technological singularities are undoubtedly positive phenomena, and on net they improve the standard of human well-being immeasurably. It's a paradigm shift, but it's also a paradigm leap upward. Just like the dwellers of agricultural city-states enjoyed far improved standards of living compared to hunter-gatherers, just like the people in industrial societies enjoyed far improved standards of living compared to people in agricultural societies, just as we in the information age today enjoy far improved standards of living compared to the typical factory worker, so will we enjoy far improved standards of living if we can make it to the next technological singularity. So those are my thoughts. I invite you to comment and share your own. Thank you very much.